Today we go over an update for Star Wars Episode 9, the final film in the sequel trilogy. This is Mike Zero here. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. So, with Star Wars Episode 9's filming on the horizon by director J.J. Abrams at the very end of July, we're hearing more and more about what's going on with this movie and everything that has been going on behind the scenes over at Disney and Lucasfilm, etc. You guys may have heard the big story by Collider involving the situation with the standalone films and how apparently Disney will only be focusing on the new Star Wars trilogy after Episode 9, and there's a lot of talk right now that Disney may have actually changed and actually initiated a course correction for Star Wars Episode 9, all due to The Last Jedi Backlash. Now, you guys may recall a big statement by J.J. Abrams quite a while ago, this goes months back, that The Last Jedi Backlash would not affect Star Wars Episode 9. Now, this was just when he completed his script back in, I believe it was February or March, that The Last Jedi Backlash would not even touch any changes to Episode 9. However, now apparently Disney may very well actually have a course correction plan for Star Wars Episode 9 to make some tweaks and changes here and there, as, you know, compared to what they originally had intended for Episode 9, all because of The Last Jedi Backlash and recognizing exactly how much bigger it really is in comparison to how it was in the very beginning of 2018. Now, if this actually comes into fruition, what do you really think Disney would do to fix, or should I say, correct Star Wars Episode 9 and the changes that they will apparently be making, all due to The Last Jedi Backlash? Now, I'm not quite sure what they would do. I think one smart move would, of course, be give Luke Skywalker some justice in Episode 9, give him an epic moment, maybe in the form of a flashback, or even, if they really wanted to go crazy, bring him back to life. Now, I really don't think that's going to happen, realistically speaking. I just can't see that because Rian Johnson wrote him in as, you know, of course, vanishing into the sunset and becoming one with the Force. So, with that being said, Rian Johnson has stated before in the past, in case you guys had no idea, Rian Johnson has said that he has no idea what JJ is doing with Luke. He has no idea exactly what Disney and Lucasfilm will be doing with Luke Skywalker. Now, on Sway podcast, Mark Hamill was on. If you guys want to go ahead and search it up, Mark Hamill did confirm, and this also goes months back, that Lucasfilm kept on informing Mark Hamill, kept on clarifying to Mark Hamill, you're dead, get over it, get used to it all, for Episode 9. So, what other course corrections could they quite possibly be making in Episode 9? Now, this all makes a lot of sense, because you guys may not actually remember this, but JJ, a couple of weeks ago, he was supposed to appear on the James Corden show, and he, out of nowhere, canceled, for no reason at all. We didn't know why, or exactly why he canceled the show, and was replaced by Cher, the singer on the show. He did not appear on James Corden for a very specific and important reason that remained unknown. I think this all had to do with some big and major changes that we are hearing about right now for Episode 9, all because of The Last Jedi Backlash. Now, I really do believe that both Disney and Lucasfilm, they recognize now that the backlash is not necessarily a minority, it's a whole lot more than a minority, and I think that they do realize that. It's the hardcore fans that are the core base of purchasing the merchandise, purchasing the tickets multiple times, whether it be 2, 3, 4, sometimes even 5 times, going out to go ahead and see a Star Wars movie such as this. You know, I know with The Force Awakens, I saw it 4 times. And with The Last Jedi, I saw it once. I actually saw it twice. And looking at Solo, I saw that movie once. I did think it was a good movie, but I just didn't think it was great. I thought Rogue One was a whole lot better. And by the way, Rogue One I saw 3 times. But looking at everything that has been happening with, you know, The Last Jedi and the Star Wars franchise as a whole, I really do believe that Disney and Lucasfilm need to find themselves and need to understand Star Wars down to the core when it comes to the fans and exactly what fans really want to see on the big screen. I think that Luke having more justice in The Last Jedi, I think that and that alone, and saving his death for Episode 9, I think that The Last Jedi Backlash wouldn't even be in existence right now if it were for that. Canto Bight could have been in The Last Jedi still, and I think that if they gave a lot of Luke Skywalker action and really gave him the things that fans wanted to see, I think that the Backlash wouldn't really have existed. I think it would have been, you know, as opposed to what is it now, 48% on Rotten Tomatoes, I think that it could have been bumped up to something around the lines of 78 to 80% if Luke had a lot of justice and action. But let me know what you guys think about Disney quite possibly making a course correction in Episode 9, because apparently, I don't know if you guys heard, according to Grace Randolph, this movie's DOA. And I'm not quite sure how valid that is, but apparently it's DOA. And if that is the truth, you know, I don't know what's going to happen after, because that's going to be a very interesting thing after Episode 9's release date. But anyways, guys, I hope you all enjoyed the video for today. Let me know what you think about this below in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to moon.